You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready. 60 red. Spike 60.
Hey, watch him right here. Go, go, go.
Hut, hut.
Looking to throw. Draper. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
On the double.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go now. 50, green. Hut, hut.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. He's got room to roam. And finally wrestled down at the 11. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way. And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
38. Ready.
Back to throw. Draper. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down. And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Second and 10.
11 Thomas. Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Burrow on play action. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
In motion left is Higgins. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now.
The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
On the ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Here we go. Ready.
Running left, it's Warren.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case,
and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Calvin Austin, 54 yards. And the Steelers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
14. Bengals, nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage. Have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
This one caught downfield by Higgins.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. (14-0) the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Gun. 11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. On the right side, open is Gesicki. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
That was an okay look up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Here we go.
And Chase will go in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bengals are back within a score. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score, Steelers 14, Bengals 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ball at the 40 here for second and 5.
52 blue. Hut, hut.
Operating from the gun, Draper. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Got it.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Come on, set. 10 black. Set.
Looking to throw. Draper. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. These 2 teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
And Chase will go in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Burrow. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Throwing to start the drive. Draper. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
On the set.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Let's go. Ready.
Back to throw. Draper. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
That's good for us Steelers. 1st down. 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
On to give. It's Warren. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Ready.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Draper. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren taking it in. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7.
Bengals 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Pat Fryermuth from 6 yards away. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
28. Bengals 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
11, Thomas.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And this connection there, he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On 2, ready?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Gun. Shot. 8, 10, 11, 11, 11. Shot.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
12. Can. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. Shot.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts,
It's a gain of 14
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll send the tight end in
Big
motion.
13. Big 13. Shot.
Burrow will throw. That was short one to Gesicki. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a 2nd and 10.
12. Here we go. 11. Right 80. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Here we go. Shot. Right 80. Right shot. 11. Stop.
Now Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They go play action with Burrow. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they're going to be backed up to start. A big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And a nice run to get this over the 20-yard line.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
11. And the Bengals 1st down.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown outside. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Can.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 2.
Here we go.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. So nothing doing there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Here we go.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And the Bengals 1st down.
Chase, the motion man right. We'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 2nd and 9.
Let's get set. Right 80. Right up. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now Burrow loses the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Clock swap. Here we go. Here we go. Hut.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Got it.
2nd and 10.
Down. Ready.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ready. Ready. Yellow. 22. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11 MT. Hey. 12.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is fair on the short completion. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Here we go. 11, empty. Right 80. Right top.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Stop.
This one complete to Yoshibats. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Andre Yoshibats, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Bengals 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Ready up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Wilson's got it complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Draper. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they bring this one inside the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
On the ready.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Ready.
At the Bengals'
34-yard
line.
60 red.
A handoff for Warren. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8.